Let me ask you something. When did you last feel like yourself? Not the version of you that shows up to work, not the one that nods at dinner, not the one who says, "I'm fine," when someone asks. The real you. If you had to pause before answering that, this video is for you. You're probably somewhere in your 40s or 50s. You've done everything right. You worked hard, you showed up, you built something. And yet, there's this quiet feeling that won't go away. Like you're watching your own life from the outside. Like the things that used to excite you just don't anymore. Like you should feel okay, but you don't. That feeling has a name, and more importantly, it has a reason. And even more importantly than that, there's something you can actually do about it. Be grateful, think positive. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's happening inside you and exactly what to do next. Chapter 1. This is what's actually happening. Here's the truth nobody tells you about your 40s. Your brain is going through one of the most significant identity shifts of your entire life. Psychologists call it the midlife transition, and it's not a crisis. It's not you falling apart. It's you outgrowing the identity you built in your 20s and 30s. Think about it this way. For the last 2 decades, you knew exactly who you were. You were the ambitious one, the provider, the responsible one, the parent, the employee, the spouse. Those roles gave you a script that told you what to do every morning when you woke up. But somewhere around your 40s, the script starts to feel wrong. Not because you failed, but because you've changed and the script hasn't. Here's what's happening in your brain right now. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that handles long-term thinking, is starting to ask bigger questions. Is this it? Is this really what I want? What happens when the kids leave? Who am I without all of this? These aren't signs of weakness. These are signs that your brain is doing exactly what it's supposed to do at this stage of life. Carl Jung said that the first half of life is about building an identity. The second half is about questioning it. You are right on schedule. The problem isn't the questions. The problem is that nobody taught you how to sit with them. So instead of facing them, most people run. They stay busy, they scroll, they drink a little more. They tell themselves it'll pass, and it doesn't pass, because you can't outrun a question your own brain is asking. Chapter 2. Why the usual fixes don't work. So you try things. Maybe you bought something expensive, a car, a trip, new clothes. Maybe you threw yourself into work harder than ever, or the opposite, you completely checked out. Maybe you changed your relationship, or you stayed in it and felt nothing. None of it worked, not really. And here's exactly why. Those things are what psychologists call identity patch jobs. You're trying to fix a structural problem with surface-level solutions. It's like your house has a cracked foundation, and instead of dealing with the foundation, you keep repainting the walls. The walls look better for a week, and then the cracks show through again. Reason 1. You've lost your why. In your 20s, your motivation was external. Get the job, pay the bills, build the life. Clear goals with clear finish lines. But in your 40s, you crossed most of those finish lines, and no one told you what comes next. So you keep running, but you don't know what you're running towards. That's not laziness, that's not depression, that's a motivational vacuum, and it's incredibly common at this stage of life. Reason 2, your identity is too attached to your roles. Who are you when you're not being a parent? Who are you when you're not an employee? Who are you when no one needs anything from you? Most people in their 40s genuinely don't know. Because for 20 years, your sense of self has been defined by what you do for others. And when those roles shift, it feels like you're disappearing. You're not disappearing, but the version of you defined by those roles, that version is ending, and a new one needs to begin. Reason 3. You've been suppressing the signals. Your body and mind have been sending signals for years. The restlessness, the irritability, the quiet sadness on Sunday evenings. Other people have it worse. I don't have time for this. I just need a vacation. But suppressed signals don't disappear. They get louder. That feeling of being lost is the signal. And right now, it's finally loud enough that you're listening. Good, because now we can actually do something. Chapter 3. Here's what you actually do. I'm not going to give you a list of affirmations. I'm not going to tell you to journal your feelings or take a spa day. 3 specific things backed by psychology that actually work. Action 1. Stop asking, "What do I want?" Start asking, "What bothers me?" When you're in a motivational vacuum, "What do I want?" is too big. Your brain goes blank. But "What bothers me?" your brain can answer immediately. What irritates you every day? What do you keep tolerating that you shouldn't? Those irritations are compass points. They point in reverse to exactly what you value. If it bothers you that you never have time for yourself, you value autonomy. If it bothers you that your work feels meaningless, you value purpose. If it bothers you that your relationships feel shallow, you value real connection. Write down 3 things that bother you most about your current life. Don't overthink it, just write. Action 2. Do something completely useless and then go find what actually lights you up. Here's the thing most people in their 40s have forgotten. You used to want things, not for anyone else, just for you. So this week, pick 1 hour. 1 hour with 0 agenda. Nothing to produce, no one to help, no goal to hit. And don't just sit there staring at the ceiling. Go outside and walk somewhere you've never walked before. Pull out a comic book you loved as a kid and actually read it. Cook something weird, draw badly, sit in a cafe and watch people. Whatever offline activity caught your eye, even once, give it an hour. Even just taking a walk can become a hobby. Even rereading a comic from your childhood counts. Because here's what's happening when you do this. You're not wasting time. You're conducting a search for the version of you that existed before the roles took over. That version of you is still in there. They just haven't been asked about in a very long time. And here's the signal your life is sending you right now. Take off the clothes you've been wearing to work every morning. Try on something new. Not literally, although that works too. What I mean is your life is asking you to stop performing the same role on repeat. It's asking you to look at yourself again. Slow down, turn around, and actually look. The new interest you're searching for, it doesn't have to be impressive. It doesn't have to make money. It doesn't have to become your passion. It just has to be yours. Action 3. Have 1 honest conversation you've been avoiding. There is something you need to say to someone and you haven't said it. Maybe it's to your partner, maybe it's to a friend you've drifted from, maybe it's to yourself in the mirror. Suppressed truths are some of the heaviest things a human being can carry, and most of the lostness people feel in their 40s, it's the weight of things unsaid. You don't have to say everything, you don't have to blow anything up, but pick 1 true thing and say it. This week, not someday, this week. Feeling lost in your 40s doesn't mean you failed, it means you've been paying attention. The people who never feel lost in midlife are usually the ones who stopped asking questions a long time ago. You're asking the questions. That means you're still growing. And here's the thing about growth. It always feels uncomfortable before it feels right. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're in the middle of becoming something more honest, more grounded, and more you than you've ever been. But that version of you doesn't appear on its own. It needs you to stop running, stop patching, and start listening to what you already know deep down is true. You already know what needs to change. The only question is whether you're going to let yourself do it. I'll see you in the next one.